Our world is filled with stories. Stories of great civilizations that rose and fell. We know of Rome, of ancient Egypt, and of the Mayans. Their legacies are etched in stone in history books. But what if there was another? A global empire, vast and magnificent, that has been almost entirely erased from our collective memory. This is the story of the Tartarian Empire, a tale whispered on the fringes of history. It suggests a past far grander and more technologically advanced than we are led to believe, a world-spanning civilization that vanished, leaving behind only tantalizing clues for those who know where to look. The narrative is captivating, a puzzle waiting to be solved, piece by mysterious piece. The idea of the Tartarian Empire is a compelling one. It speaks to a deep human curiosity about our origins. Proponents of this theory point to old maps from before the 19th century, that show a vast territory called Tartary or Grand Tartaria, covering much of Asia and what is now Siberia. They believe this was not just a geographical term for an unknown region, as historians suggest, but the heartland of a single powerful empire. This empire, they claim, was a beacon of peace, culture, and incredible technology. Its people were said to be giants, living in harmony and constructing wonders that we can only marvel at today. Their true story deliberately hidden from us. Why would such a powerful empire be hidden? The theory suggests a great reset of history. A cataclysmic event, or perhaps a coordinated effort by a new group of global elites, sought to wipe the slate clean. They overthrew the benevolent Tartarian rulers and rewrote history to suit their own narrative. The old world was buried, its achievements claimed by others, and its memory suppressed. The story we are taught in schools, according to this belief, is a carefully constructed fiction designed to conceal a more spectacular truth. It's a narrative that challenges the very foundations of our understanding of the past, asking us to question everything we think we know about human civilization. This alternative history is pieced together from anomalies and inconsistencies found in the official record. It's a grand detective story played out across centuries. Believers sift through forgotten archives, study unusual architectural patterns, and analyze geological oddities, all in search of evidence for this lost world. They see themselves as historical archaeologists, uncovering a truth that has been intentionally obscured. The allure is undeniable. The thought that we are living amongst the ruins of a forgotten golden age, its secrets just waiting to be rediscovered, is a powerful and exciting prospect that has captured the imagination of many across the globe. Perhaps the most compelling and widely cited piece of evidence for the Tartarian theory is the mud flood. Believers point to countless old buildings around the world that have a curious feature. They have windows and doors at ground level that are partially buried, basements that seem to have been intended as ground floors. You can see them in cities everywhere. A grand entrance that leads down a short flight of stairs, or a row of arched windows peeking out from just above the pavement. Mainstream architecture explains these as daylight basements or the result of cities raising street levels over time. But the mud flood theory offers a far more dramatic explanation. According to this idea, a catastrophic event occurred sometime in the recent past, perhaps only a few hundred years ago. A massive deluge of mud and soil swept across the entire planet, burying the ground floors of the Tartarian world. This wasn't a slow, gradual process, but a sudden, world-altering cataclysm. It buried entire cities, silenced a civilization, and reset the course of history. The event was so devastating that it wiped out much of the population and allowed a new power structure to rise from the chaos. The world we live in today is, quite literally, built on top of the old Tartarian world. The evidence for this mud flood is for believers all around us. The buried windows are just the beginning. They point to old photographs from the 19th century showing cities that appear strangely empty of people, yet full of magnificent, oversized buildings. They ask, who built these grand structures? The sparse populations shown in the photos seem incapable of such monumental undertakings. The explanation offered is that these were not new cities being built, but ancient Tartarian cities being excavated from the mud. The people in the photographs were the first settlers of a post-cataclysm world, cleaning up and moving into the resilient structures left behind by a far more advanced civilization. This narrative provides a single, all-encompassing explanation for a wide range of historical and architectural oddities. It connects the buried buildings of San Francisco with the sunken streets of St. Petersburg. It explains why so many cities seem to have a layer of history just beneath the surface. It's a powerful idea because it takes seemingly unrelated details and weaves them into a single, cohesive story. The mud flood becomes the great event that separates our modern era from the lost golden age of Tartaria, the moment the world was washed clean and history was rewritten by the victors. Despite the intricate and compelling nature of the Tartarian Empire theory, it finds very little support among mainstream historians, archaeologists, and scientists. Experts explain the evidence in different, more conventional ways. The vast region marked Tartary on old maps, they clarify, was a term used by Europeans for parts of Asia that were largely unknown to them, not the name of a unified empire. It was a label for a place of mystery, much like the phrase "here be dragons" was used to denote unexplored seas. The various peoples living there, like the Mongols and Tatars, were distinct groups, not citizens of a single global entity. The stunning architectural similarities across the globe are also explained without invoking a lost empire. Historians point to the neoclassical and Beaux Arts architectural movements of the 18th and 19th centuries. These styles were incredibly popular among the educated classes in Europe and the Americas, who admired the principles of Greek and Roman antiquity. Architects trained in these styles, and their pattern books traveled across the world, leading to a period of widespread architectural imitation. The domes and columns are not evidence of a single lost civilization, but of a shared and fashionable architectural taste during a specific period of our known history. So why do theories like the Tartarian Empire become so popular? They tap into a natural human desire for wonder and a healthy skepticism of authority. The idea that we have been told a simplified or even false version of history is intriguing. It empowers individuals to become detectives, to uncover a hidden truth for themselves. In an age of information overload where trust in institutions is often low, conspiracy theories can offer a sense of order and explanation for a world that can seem chaotic and confusing. They provide a grand narrative that makes sense of disparate facts, even if that narrative is not supported by evidence. Ultimately, it is vital to approach such extraordinary claims with an open yet critical mind. It is wonderful to be curious, to question the world around us, and to imagine different possibilities for our past. This is how we learn and grow. However, curiosity must be balanced with a commitment to evidence and factual verification. Before we accept a story as truth, especially one that seeks to rewrite our entire understanding of the world, we must ask for proof that can be tested and confirmed. The greatest wonders are often found not in fiction, but in the patient and rigorous uncovering of the real, complex, and fascinating story of our planet and all who have lived upon it.